Hello friends, Gagan this side. So today I will discuss about how you can create the Lightning Web Component footer in the Omniscript. So footer means whenever you go to any website. So let's suppose that if I just open any UK government website, so we always have some footer where some privacy and cookies is mentioned and some logo is there, right? Let me just open. So if I open this website, it's a government of UK website. So you can see this is the footer. In each page, this will be available. You can see the crown copyright, these things you mentioned. And if I just open any uh, music, so this is actually website of the music, and if you just open this website, so there's also one footer where they have added one image of the band. You can see the four people are there, right? This is a footer, right? These are terms of use, privacy, cookies. So this is basically to which give the copyright information and about the information of the company and some logos if you wanted to give. So if there's a client requirement that you wanted to make a footer in OmniStudio in all of the page, then how you can create that. So here you can see I just basically use the same website. Okay, can you can see the footer, and I just tried to create here in my Omniscript. So whatever the things you want to configure. So initially the forms or what are the information you wanted to show in the website you can show, and at the end there should be a footer. So how we can create the footer using LWC. So what I have done, I simply just create so I have just basically created one LWC. So if I just go to my Lightning Studio, so this is the Lightning Studio. If you don't know, Lightning Studio is basically for to create the Apex class and Lightning web component without giving any credentials here. You have to just download the extension and then you have to just launch it. So what you have to do, you have to initially create an LWC, and in your LWC you have to import Omniscript based mixin. This library you have to import, and then you have to extend your element as well. You can see this is how we have extended. And then in the XML file you have to mention the namespace. So namespace you can get whenever you go to your license page. So it's mentioned that which namespace do you have. It could be velocity underscore cmt, or it could be ins or omni studio. So since I'm using the free trials as omni studio, and this is a page where you want to actually expose this lwc, and this is like whether this your lwc can be exposable or not. So I just mentioned true. And so let's suppose that the company has given you the reference. Okay, this is my legacy system. You can just take the footer from there, and then just you can just put in the Omni Studio. So for that, what you can do, you can just right click, inspect. Okay, so you can see when I'm hovering to this div class at the left side, you can see it is showing that the brevet and the term and condition, the whole footer is covered, right? It's highlighted. The only the footer is highlighted. That means this is the HTML that we have to just copy and paste in our LWC. Okay, so I can just copy it, and I have just pasted it. So this is nothing but the footer which is I just copy by inspecting this page, right? So you have to copy and like pasted it in your LWC. If the company has given you something else, like they have saying that they have not provided you the HTML or any page and they have just given you the screenshot. Now what you can do, you can just paste those, like image or something in the chat GPT. They'll give you the template, they'll give you the HTML, and then you can modify it accordingly. So now, just a second. So now, as of now, we have just copied the HTML, but you can see in each HTML tag, inside each HTML tag, there is some CSS added, right? This is the footer CSS, which is styling has been added. Inside this, if I go here, there's a different style, right? This is different style. So what I have done actually, so by going by one, so let's suppose that this is the logo actually. If I hover this is nothing but the logo, and in the logo, these are the configuration, right? These are the configuration website box flex. So I have done nothing. I just use so this is like actually for the this is actually for this image brevet image, and I have just given one class, and the class reference I have given in the css. I just copy all the css and I just put in here in the css, and then I have given the reference in the class in the html. I can take another example. If I just inspect this. Okay, so you can see this is the background color black, right? For whole this footer, the background color is black, font weight is 300. So same things we have to implement in our omniscript as well, right? This is the omniscript. So how we can do that? So we have to basically put the css as well. So what I have done in my LWC, you can see this is my LWC, and in the Java, in the HTML, here I just created the class with the same name. Okay, this is a site footer, so I just the same name I just created on class, and here in my CSS using dots, we have to use a dot notation when we are giving the reference to the class in the CSS, and I just copied. You can just simply copy from here to there, and like you can just copy and paste here. Okay, similarly, because if you let's suppose that you have not given the CSS, let's suppose that if I just remove this color, it will be like, see, and if just I remove the font, so it will be like this, but it should not supposed like this, right? So if I will just copy the HTML, it will be like very different. So you have to put the CSS and font size, font style, everything should be there. Okay, so now let's take an example. So Brevid, he's like, if I just scroll down, and if I just, so you can see it's in the middle, right? If I just sync my page just in the middle, and here my Brevid, this is in the left side. So I have to fix this. How I can fix this? So initially I don't want to change anything here, because if I will just change here, and then I have to go back again and I have to check whether this is fixing my issue or not. So what we can do without just fixing here and then check it again without wasting time, we can just inspect this page. Okay, and we can just inspect this page, and we have to search what is the HTML tag for Brevet tag. So when I will just go down, so this is the A tag, right? Can you see? And this tag this tag should be at the right side. Okay, this tag. So what we can do, we can just add margin left, and 25 pixel. See, the bracket is moving. If I will just change this 25 to, let's suppose that 40. So see, the bracket is moving towards right. See here, where is my cursor? It's moving right. If I will just make it 50, see, and if I just cancel this, so now it has been moved from here to here, right? So similarly, you can just provide the pixel, and it will just come here in the middle, and the same changes. Once you ensure that this is the configuration that I have to made, then what you can do, you can go to your LWC and then make the same changes. And the same changes, what you can do, you can basically add simply a style tag as well. So this was the photo, right? So you can add this style tag, you can just add this, and then you can just mention margin, just copy, you can just copy as well. You can just, you can just copy this the whole thing, and you can just paste in the style, and then like this, and then you can deploy. So this is how you can basically create the footer, and this will be reusable, and you can just change the font color, you can just align this in the middle, in the center. So based on the requirement, you can do that. Some sort of CSS you can change by yourself as well. So that's it for this video. If you have any issues and you need any support from me, you can just contact me via LinkedIn. I also provide the training on a weekend basis. If you're interested, do let me know. Thank you.